That mini slap. That thing just fell apart. Where'd the... Well, this is a part where I need to take side by back up there to get the tractor, which is way over there. Or I could use that one, but that wouldn't really work. But then I decided to just use my messed up in a ditch pull me out device. Hey! Oh, that's what I thought. Really digging in like a trimmer here. Now, as far as I know, it's basically the hub's a little bit different and the brakes are a little bit different on late and early second gens. That's what the difference is. I couldn't quite tell what was really messed up, but this tire over here looked like it was tweaked in. And now if that's got something to do with where the ball joints mount on, then that axle's completely pooched. But if it's just a ball joint, we could fix on that. We are back to work on the 2001, don't know. 24 valve Cummins that was stolen and, well, wrecked. Let me show you what we're gonna do today. Ordered a long arm kit. We need to take some stuff off that truck, but we need to revive this. Let me talk about it. Here is the task at hand right now. First thing we got to do is make sure this is nice and straight and didn't get blown apart in any way or form. It seems pretty extreme for that to happen, but you know, sometimes this can waller out and break off right there. I don't know what this twisting effect is, but it's covered with oil, so that doesn't look like it's moved. Just something wrapped around the differential. But this is a late model front end, so it makes me think this truck might be technically a 2001. Don't really know, haven't ran into this issue before, needing to swap the front end and or trying to find one. But I figured, might as well put my time and energy into this one, spend a couple hours trying to straighten out the mangled bracket right there, because I got a, you know, cut off wheel, I got a press, I got a welder. We can put this back to where it should be, rather than spend all that time trying to find one of these online, making phone calls. Just a couple hours alone driving to go get one of these things. Theoretically, I could be wrapped up with this project. Plus, this is a good excuse as any to practice my skills and see if we can revive this. So, easy way to tell that it's got the later front end is it's got floating rotors. And the sway bar is a little bit different. And that's about it. It's got different brakes. We could put a different one in there, but then I gotta worry about different brakes and this and that. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to fix this. First thing we're gonna do is take off anything we can.
Dear Irene, I wish that you could be here. The apple trees have grown to be so tall. It's been years and tears between our time together.
Yeah, I figured out what the problem was. We already knew it was this, but lower ball joint, she's bent. Yeah. But even when it was all the way up, the knuckle was loose. It ovaled that lower one. You see the difference here? Yeah, she's ovaled. Oh yeah, that's real obvious there. That'll never be the same again, so we need to get a new one of those. But we're gonna press forward and straighten this mess out. It's not gonna be that bad.
I went I'm looking for the reasons in the darkness. Could I really be that kind of man? And I think that I was taking you for granted. I'm afraid that might be who I am. I came here to explain, but the car broke down again, and I walked home just to falling all to pieces. I guess you never knew the hole I fell into, but it got its teeth in me and it won't let go. I thought I was something pretty special. I guess that's how you think when you're so young. And I stacked the bricks so high they fell down on me. Just another guy whose time has come and gone. I've been running around with a crew of broken shadows. They don't give a damn about anyone. They got $100 bill left on the table. If you don't pull that trigger, man, don't carry around that gun. But I have memories, vacations by the sea, and now they're buried deep beneath the stars. Slightly twisted. Hammer will fix that. And yeah, she's back to where she needs to be. I just need to go cut a piece of the spring perch off of another one. I got an axle that's pretty well clobbered up. I'm gonna go yank that off of there. So I sliced it in the center, took the two pieces apart, and straightened them out best I could. This one's supposed to be nice and lined up. They got rubber bushings in there, so they got wiggle room. Plus we got adjustments here, and the long arm suspension is going to have adjustments. So I am actually pretty dang happy with how that turned out. I left a gap right here so that it had awesome penetration, and then here I did two passes. Wanted to really get the axle tube, good grab on it, and then go down to that guy there. For a complete mangled unit, again, I felt like it was just as much worth my time to try and fix this as it would have been to order some new ones, because I would have had to do the same thing, cut it all off, and weld her back on. But then at the end of the day, I would have had to do a little bit more measuring. This one, all the stuff lined back up. For the most part, pretty dang happy with how that turned out for how mangled it was. Yep, it's parts truck now. Believe it or not, the frame is actually still in almost near perfect condition on this truck, but it just clipped the front end. So I'm gonna go ahead and lop this off right there and there. It's a little bit different where it needs to be, but the trouble is this is welded up in there, so I don't really know if I wanna tangle with that or not. Maybe I do. Do I? I don't know. But I figured that was better off to cut that one open than the good differential that I have that is just needing ball joints. So here we go. Dear Irene, I wish that you could be here. The apple trees have grown to be so tall. Yeah, okay. Overall, that repair went pretty easy. I was very happy with that. Simply cut everything off, slab it down the middle, get two pieces, straighten everything out best you can, and came a little bit tricky when mounting them back together, you know, lining up the bolt holes. But we got a couple C-clamps and ratchet tie downs and a couple other things involved. Got some good welds involved, and this thing's ready to go back in the truck. And I'm just going to show you a little bit right here. Clips of the future. Yep, we put a long arm kit on this truck. We really had no other choice, but we'll have a full install video on that coming here pretty quick. But I want to show you guys a couple other little goodies that we get involved on.